Hello and welcome to this conversion video of my 2010 Caddy Maxi Life. In this first video I'll show you how I took this daily driver from this to a neat little base for a campervan. Let's dig into it. The first couple of days went by with a simple teardown of everything plastic from inside the car and a good old cleaning. Luckily the car didn't have any rust, but it did have a couple of bolts that were rusted together, so I had to cut them down with a saw. Next up, I threw some insulation in all the small cavities of the car and I covered those up with some astrofoil. To support the larger pieces of insulation, I threw on a couple of boards of cladding and I later cut those to size to fit the door opening. So this was the first side I did with the cladding, and after I was done cutting them all to size, I figured that I didn't need to be as meticulous with this part because the bed was gonna cover all the way through. Next up was throwing some astrofoils in the cavities in the roof and some supportive beams to help support the cladding that was going across. Here I am using my very expensive and very precise ruler to cut out the plywood for the base of the car. Now, the previous owner of the car had laid down some sort of weird rubber base flooring, so I decided to just put my plywood on top of it because it was almost impossible to get out.
I actually thought I was going to get the flooring done today, but I measured the drop from the bottom of the car to the front and it's quite extensive. So in order to get it level, I have to get some more plywood tomorrow and lay down an extra layer in this area so that it levels itself up, because the way the boards are lying now, so the last couple of days I got quite a lot of work done, and today I'm gonna focus on making this part for the window. And I went a bit old school and I'm gonna do like a cardboard cutout for the sizing. It starts at about 11 centimeters here and turns out to be around 12 or 13 down here. I feel like this is gonna be one of those things I'm gonna get a lot of shit for. I'm gonna go do a cutout of that, and if it's perfect, then I'm gonna do it by the sides as well.
So the next couple of days it was raining horribly in Denmark, so I was quite dependent on the weather to get anything done, and I decided to pull all the cladding up to this abandoned building where there's a bit of shelter and paint them and let them dry. So that's the end of part 1. If you want to see more and see how the interior of the car is made, press follow and subscribe. Thank you.